The Zerga Files. Cameo 1. Title: The Reservoir Diner. Visual: a classic 1950s diner booth. Red vinyl seats. Outside the window, instead of a parking lot, we see the Big Bang happening in reverse, like a firework sucking itself back into a shell. Seated at the booth, Drive, King. Wearing a suit, drinking black coffee. He looks weary but amused. Ozzy Osbourne. Wearing his round purple glasses, shaking slightly. He is eating a bowl of oatmeal. Rick James. Wearing sequins and braids. He is wired. He is tapping a spoon on the table like a drumstick. Freddie Mercury. White tank top, mustache. He radiates regal charisma. Rick James. I'm just saying, Martin. You don't tip the waitress. That's cold. That's ice cold. She's working the graveyard shift at the end of the universe. She got cosmic rent to pay. Dr. King. It is not about the money, Rick. It is about the principle. If the primal mover provides for the sparrow, why must we subsidize the wage? It is a systemic failure of the cosmic economy. Freddie. Leaning in, swirling a glass of champagne. Oh, hush, Martin. You're just grumpy because they ran out of pie. He looks at the group. But Rick has a point. We are here to bring joy. To be generous. He eyes Ozzy. Unlike Mr. Osborne here, who sold nightmares to teenagers. Dr. King. Nodding. A valid point, Frederick. You gentlemen, you dabbled in corruption. You took the youth and gave them darkness. Was that responsible? Ozzy stops eating. He looks up. His eyes are wide, innocent, and confused. What? Darkness? He mumbles, gesturing with his spoon. No. No, look. It ain't darkness, is it? It's a monster movie. For your ears. See, the world is mental. Bombs. Thatcher. Madness. So I give 'em a monster. They scream at the monster for 2 hours. They get it all out. Then they go home, and they don't scream at the missus. He taps his head. It's filtration. Yeah, filtration. Rick James, slamming his hand on the table. Bang. Filtration. Man, that's deep. He points at MLK. And I didn't sell corruption, Reverend. I sold the funk. People got pain in their joints. Pain in their souls. I gave them a beat that made them forget the rent was due. Yeah, it was carnal. Yeah, it was a super freak. But joy is joy, even if it's sweating and high. God made the dopamine, didn't he? Freddie, raising his glass. Precisely. We didn't corrupt them. We liberated them. I stood on stage in front of thousands. The outcast, the gay kid, the lonely housewife. For 2 hours, they weren't victims. They were champions. We are the court jesters, Martin. We distract the king so the peasants don't riot. Dr. King. He looks at them. He looks at Ozzy, wiping oatmeal from his chin. He looks at Rick, vibrating with energy. A slow, warm smile spreads across his face. We are the champions. It is a good hymn. A bit bombastic for Sunday service. But good. He pulls out a $20 bill. He slides it onto the table. Fine, I will tip, but only because the coffee was hot. Rick James, laughing hysterically. Cold-blooded. Ozzy, to the waitress, who is an alien. Can I have more milk, love? Fade out. The Zerga Files. Cameo 2. Title: The Philadelphia Pub. Visual: a dark, woody British pub. It smells of stale beer and history. Outside the window, thick London fog swirls, but there are tentacles moving in the fog. Eddie, the head, sits at the bar. Lore. He is wearing a tattered British paratrooper uniform from World War II. His skin is desiccated, zombie-like, revealing muscle and bone. But his eyes are blue, intelligent, and incredibly sad. He is not a monster, he is a soldier who walked through hell. Next to him is Beetlejuice spinning on his stool, picking a centipede out of his ear. In the corner, nursing a scotch, is Winston Churchill. Eddie, voice is gravel, in dust, East End London. So the Yanks turn on the generator. October, 1943. The USS Eldridge. They said it was radar invisibility. Bollocks. They punched a hole straight through the membrane. I saw the ship turn green. I saw my mates melt into the deck steel. Fused. Screaming. Next thing I know, I'm here. Skin gone. Face gone. And Sophia tells me I've got a job to do. Beetlejuice. Yawning loudly. Yeah, cry me a river, skull face. I'm a tragic operative. I have trauma. Check the suit, pal. I'm a bioexorcist. I'm a freelancer. I got overhead. You work for the lady. What's the pay? Dental. Cuz looking at those gums, yikes. Eddie, staring at Beetlejuice with cold disdain. I hunt anomalies. I fix the timelines when the math goes wrong. I'm an agent of the throne. What do you do, clown? Scare yuppies in Connecticut. Beetlejuice. Offended. I'm a consultant. I facilitate transitions. I'm a guide to the great beyond. He leans in, whispering. Actually, I'm thinking of expanding. Franchising. Beetlejuice and Son. What'd you think, Eddie? I think you're full of shit. Churchill. From the shadows. Voice like a bulldog chewing a cigar. Here. Churchill walks over. He glares at Beetlejuice. I have faced the Axis powers. I have stared down the Luftwaffe. And I have never seen a creature so profoundly irritating as you, sir. He turns to Eddie. He straightens his back. He salutes. Thank you for your service, Corporal. The Philadelphia experiment was regrettable. But we needed the edge. Eddie, returning the salute slowly. A moment of respect between soldiers. We won the war, Prime Minister. That's what matters. Eddie finishes his pint. He stands up. He grabs a weapon leaning against the bar. It looks like a Gibson Flying V guitar crossed with a battle axe. Sophia's calling. Got a timeline glitch in 1984. Something about a cyborg from the future messing with a waitress. Beetlejuice. Calling after him. Hey, if you see a sandworm, tell him he owes me $20. Eddie. Walking out into the void. He racks the slide on his guitar axe. Piss off, ghost. Fade to black. Text on screen. Zerga's fifth dimension will return.